Hi, I'm Anne from Råderum. Råderum works with art in public space in all sorts of ways, large scales and smaller scales. And I'd like to tell about something we call urban recipes, which is sort of urban activism, user-driven urban activism, where we go into urban space in Copenhagen, for instance, and use these recipes, which I hold here. And for instance, we have done some guerrilla gardening experiments in Copenhagen, different places, where we go into rather either boring spaces in Copenhagen or newly built spaces in Copenhagen, which we think need some kind of other strategies than what's been there already. We've been in Ørestaden, for instance, which is a new part of Copenhagen, and we plant a lot of different kind of trees and flowers and edible stuff, and we engage the local citizens that live there and also people who likes to work with urban gardening, and altogether we plant a lot of different things out there. And we've also done something called Parking Day, which is a concept from San Francisco that we transferred to Denmark, and that's where you go and find a parking lot in Copenhagen, other places, and you sort of like create a space that's totally different from what you usually do in a parking space. We've been in Nørrebro, for instance, which is a part of Copenhagen that's very sort of like multicultural, and out there we made social furniture, which you can only sit in together, and you can make it sway if you're a lot of people together. And in that sense, we sort of like engaged all kinds of different people to come and sit together and have a talk about their part of the city and what kind of strategies you can use to participate in your own city. So these kind of recipes is a tool that you can use all over the world, for instance in Hamburg or in Denmark or everywhere else, to sort of like engage in your city and engage with the people who live there and create an alternative space, a cultural space, an urban space that are different from what's already there. Hey!